it's time to do something crazy. We are actually going to use the piano. Hello, nice to see you. Today I'm going to be explaining chords. Because some people don't know what a chord is, and if you don't, that's okay. Because not everyone can be good and amazing and incredible at music. So what's a chord? A chord is, in essence, by definition, when you play multiple, oh my god, chord is when you play multiple notes at the same time. Maybe I do need my colored blocks again. Oh, I swear this is the last time we're going to be coming over and looking at these colors. Chord is just when you play a couple notes simultaneously. So if you just like smashed your hand against the keyboard and played all the notes at once, that's technically a chord. And in some jazz music, that could be considered really, really inspiring. But not in my opinion. So you've got some basic chords. You're probably gonna hear your classic chord, the C major chord. Ooh. What's a C major chord? What is a major chord? Quick warning before you go on with this video. I am not a pianist. I am a bass player and a drummer, so I don't really play chord instruments. I'm going to explain them anyway because I know a fair bit about playing chords and what chords are, and I can explain them. But if there is anything I get wrong, or if I'm not like, this isn't as succinct as some other videos, it's because I don't know this subject as well, but it's the thought that counts, right? If you watched my video about modes, you would know that a scale is set distance between a certain amount of notes. The same is for chords. It's just a set distance between notes that you will play simultaneously. For example, let's do the C major chord, which is probably the most common chord in your life, I guess you could say. So your major chord is, you got your C. Maybe I'll put little markers on them. You start on your main note, so for, in this case it's a C, and then you're going to hop up 4 semitones. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this bad boy is your next note. This is your third. Most chords will be made up of 3 notes. Your common chords, you got your first, your third, and your fifth. We're hopping up 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones, and we're landing on our third, which is our E. And then to get our fifth, we're going up 3 semitones. 1, 2, 3. And this is our fifth. And this distance between the notes, so going up 1, 2, 3, 4 for our middle note, and then 1, 2, 3 for our final note, that shape is the major chord shape. So that can be applied across all different notes. So, for example, if we wanted to start in, let's do something a little bit scary. Let's start in B flat. So this is our B flat right here, right? Ooh, scary. It's got a flat on the side of it. I'm just going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones for our middle note, which happens to be D, yes. And then we go up again 1, 2, 3 for our fifth, which is a nice shiny F. Yeah? It's that easy. And now we might actually be able to use our beautiful little piano because I can show you, hold on, I can show you on this thing. I have highlighted all the C notes in red, just for convenience. If I was to stand here, I'm about to play this complicated music, I go, okay, this is C. Just so you know, all these white notes, these are C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And then all your black notes, or brown notes in this case, your spruce notes, these are your sharps and flats. This is the same as like color, 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 color. And that's my issue with the piano, in my opinion. I think especially if you're learning the piano from the piano, is these notes, because of their size and also their shape, they may seem different to white notes, which they are technically. But really, these notes have the same weight and the same value. Starting on our C, playing our major chord, we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4. We've landed on here. This is our E. And then we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, landing on our fifth. And that's our G. So our major chord is C, E, G. And it looks very nice when you're looking at it here. It's just like, wow, you skip a note, play, skip a note, play. That can be applied across any different note. So let's say we're starting in a bit of a scary note. Ooh, ready for a scare? What's a scary note? This is our E flat. We're starting on our E flat. We're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Play on this as our G. And then we go 1, 2, 3, which is our B flat. And that's your E flat major chord, your E flat, G, and your B flat. It's as simple as that. You can kind of memorize the shape, at least on the bass guitar. You can quite easily memorize shapes on fretboards, and that's how I, rather than memorizing the distance between notes that you might have to do on a piano or a wind instrument such as a saxophone, I just memorize the shapes. So I know the shape of the major chord or the major scale. I know the shape of the minor scale or the minor chord, as we're about to learn right now. So what is the minor chord? The minor chord is very similar to the major chord, and a lot of chords are built off these two chords, the major chord and the minor chord. Like the major chord, the minor chord has the first, so let's, for this example, the C, and the fifth, which, if we go off where the C is, that will be our G. Like the major chord, our minor chord has the first, as in C, in this case C, and the fifth, the final note, which in this case is a G. The middle note changes. Instead of being 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 notes away from the first note, in a minor chord we shift this down a little bit. Pop it here. So we're 1, 2, 3 semitones away from our root note in the minor chord. Thus, 1, 2, 3, 4 note semitones away from the fifth. If you get confused with counting, the difference is like counting 3, then counting 4, and then when you count 4, and then when you count 3. You can figure out minor chords quite easily from just learning the major chord distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, and then just shifting down your middle finger, or whatever finger is playing the middle note, 1 cm. So in this case, instead of having C, E, G, we instead have C, E flat, G. Again, this shape can be applied across any of these notes. Yeah, so let's say starting on our let's go D flat. Go up 1, 2, 3, E. Yes, that's an E. And then we go up 1, 2, 3, 4. We finish it off with our fifth, which happens to be an A flat. So, ta-da! Here is a beautiful minor chord. Right, so I'll pick a random note. Where do I land? Here. This. Ooh. I'm lying down. Here we go. This is an E. So starting on our E. Let's do the exact same thing. I can actually stay on the piano. Let's count up 3 semitones. 1, 2, 3. This is our next note, a G. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, a B. So this is our E minor. An E major, if you can remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. All we got to do is shift this note up 1 semitone, and then you get your major chord. These two chords, the major chord and the minor chord, are the basis of most chords in music. If you can learn the shape, the semitones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you learn those two distances between notes, you can play pretty much any song on piano. On guitar, like, it's very similar. You just have to also figure out how to play with your fingers. This also requires a lot of coordination on the piano. But that's how you play pretty much every single song. Just those two chords. And any other chord you hear, someone's like, ooh, do this blues chord or this major 7th chord. Those are just adding notes. And they're built off the very similar, like, pattern of the major and minor. Well, they're slightly different. And maybe, if you're lucky, I might make a video about the ones which are a little bit different. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this explanation on major and minor chords, and I hope you somewhat understand them now. I would love any feedback in the comments, or if I've got something wrong, because I might have got something wrong here. If there's anything like that, please tell me in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.